It's my pleasure to introduce the 2007 winner of the GFA International Concert Artist Competition, Marcin Dylla.
So, hello everyone, I am Marcin Dylla and I'm here to talk a little bit about Carcassi study number 7. Actually, it's a very charming, very virtuoso study that asks for a different kind of technique, but Carcassi just combine those techniques in such a charming way that even though you have only 16 notes, it's still very energetic, very moving, very exciting to play it. So we have a tremolo at the very beginning, we have some arpeggio, there are some left-hand slurs, some repetitions, and I just think it's beautiful to understand how different technique provokes different expression, or at least you can provoke the different expression, so it's not going to be played as a study, very metrical, very boring, let's say, but the technique will express different characters, different emotions. I would like to talk a little bit about this. So everything starts with this A minor tremolo bar, and for me, tremolo is a very lyrical technique. Is a technique that's with this technique you can really shape the phrase in a very poetical way and very vocal way. So I really appreciate if the players can play a little bit with agogi also. So the tempo is not always the same, but change during the playing the tremolo. So for example, you can play it just like this. Or right, and of course this is just one bar and 4 measures, so it's difficult really to show the beauty of a cantabile possibilities on the guitar, but still, if you give a little flavor of it and then you combine it with another next bar, which is arpeggio and more metrical, then we have a nice dialogue, nice cooperation that is just very lyrical and very metrical. And then another one is, and the bar number 3, we have we have arpeggio, but with repeating notes in an upper voice and just the chromatic scale in the lower voice. So we have 3 bars and 3 different characters. At least you can imagine 3 different characters. So the problem with tremolo, of course, is to play it very smoothly. The very common mistake is that our fingers create a little gap between the thumb and the fingers, right? It sounds usually like this, and it's just created by our fingers and different directions they work. The thumb is going down, the fingers are going in other directions. So to understand that all 4 fingers are like playing in one team and should be in the same very smooth repeating rhythm, my suggestion is to start as exercise to start from A, then to play thumb and then MI. So something like this. This will help you to understand that all muscles are should work the same, and the thumb is actually, as I said, as I mentioned before, the thumb is the member of the team, and I think it will help create a smoothness in a tremolo. Of course, very common mistake is also that one from the repeating note is too soft or too loud. And probably all of you know this exercise with accents, so we can just decide to accent the second note from the tremolo. Right? Or the last one. And each time you exercise like this, just try to understand the independence. try to understand independence in your tendons. So it's not like one gesture, but every finger has his own life, his own energy, and we are trying to keep it under control. So then arpeggio section. Here may happen the same, right? The thumb. So why not to practice it opposite? So instead of playing A, F, A, we start with F. D, D, D. So it breaks the very regular way of thinking and very schematical way of thinking, and provokes you to understand independence between the fingers. So, but the most important thing for me is that even if you practice such a study like this one, the technique is not the goal. There should be always an artistic expression at the end, and your goal should be to use the technique to create some excitements in the music. So imagine now I played without any imagination how it could be from artistic point of view, and I just play following the metrical rhythms. So it's gonna be like. Right? But if you try to do this, what I was talking about before, like smoothness of the tremolo, the metrical intensity of arpeggio, and then beautiful crescendo on a chromatic scale, it may sound completely different. Right? And immediately there is a lot of space in the music, a lot of air, and nice phrasing, nice breathing. If we go to the second section, it's pretty much the same. There is this after C major here. This progression, and to be honest, when I took a look at this course for the first time, I ignored a little bit dynamic science from the composer, and I did something intuitively. But then when I was trying to understand why he put those decrescendos on every second note, I realized that he just moved the downbeat from 1 to 2, and it creates kind of unregular, kind of energetic movement, and provokes also more intensity in the section that is coming later on. That is again very metrical, and the downbeat is then there where we all expect to be. So look at this. If I just play this section like this. This section is nothing new. It's again 1, 2, 3, 4. But if you are listening to this the way he wrote, it's gonna be like this. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and then 1. So it creates this beautiful delay in the accents, and I think kind of virtuoso excitements in the middle of this piece. And I just love it very much. So this is another proof that first of all you have to really understand very well what composer was trying to tell you through all the science other in the music, and later on, of course, you can base your own expression on this what we have over there. And okay, one more section, the E major here. This is already very, very virtuoso, very impulsive, and it sounds so metrical, so impulsive, so energetic, also because we changed the downbeats in the section before. So here finally we have the downbeat, and sorry, it's much stronger because of this what happened before. Take a look in this at the beginning of the E major section. There is a pausa in a bass, and this is also very important here. I think because we damp all the notes, all the aliquots, the slurs, they are also becoming more powerful and meaningful. If I just let it ring everything, sounds like just a lot of noise. So when I was just trying to damp the strings, I had to listen very carefully which string actually is ringing, and I was surprised that the sixth string is ringing even though I didn't play on it. Right? Look at this. Probably on your guitars it's going to be the same. Those are the aliquots. You just play the E on the fourth string, and the sixth string is also ringing. So you have to do care about it and damp all the four strings, so we have no resonation, no sound, and there we have a B string that is still ringing. And to damp this one, the best solution is just to play the rest stroke with the second finger, so something like this. Right? And then another bar, we have an E, but this just takes 2/4, so it's a little bit longer. And here we have to damp it. Yes, and that's pretty much. Okay, so you may be a little bit surprised why I'm talking about the music. I combine music together with a technique, but I think to really enjoy your practicing session, to really enjoy developing your technique, there must be always an artistic or musical goal on your mind. And I believe that using the artistic imagination, you always can reach the goals much faster and with much more joy, rather than just coaching your fingers. Okay, so enjoy stud number 7 by Carcassi. Thank you.